You know that feeling, right? You work all week, you see that number on your payslip, and you think, okay, not bad. But then you check your bank account, and the real question hits you. Where did the rest of it actually go?
Yes, that's exactly it. It's like you ordered a big, beautiful meal, and before you even get to pick up your fork, someone's already taken a huge bite out of it. It's infuriating.
Well, that feeling is exactly what we're going to break down today. We're about to pull back the curtain on how money really works. These are the rules of the game they just never got around to teaching you in school.
So, let's start with that first magic trick. We like to call it the paycheck heist. Because seriously, before your money even gets a chance to see your bank account, it takes a little detour. This right here is the great paycheck illusion. You see that big tall bar on the left? That's what you think you earned. But the shorter one on the right, that's what you actually get to keep. That gap, that gap is where the entire story begins.
Whoa, hold on. You're telling me they just take it? Like before I even have a say in the matter? That feels seriously messed up.
They do, but maybe think of it less like a heist and more like the cover charge to get into society. That money is what pays for the roads you drive on, the schools, the hospitals, the emergency services you hope you'll never need. It's kind of like the subscription fee for living in a functioning world. And here's the kicker. This isn't a one-time fee. It's more like a toll booth that gets you over and over. They get you when you earn your money, they get you when you spend your money, and yep, they get you again when you try to grow your money. It's just a constant part of the game.
Okay, so you've paid the tolls, the money that's left over, you put it in the bank. You figure, all right, it's safe now, it's just sitting there. Well, about that. Let's talk about your bank's big secret, because your money doesn't sit still for even a second.
The process is actually pretty simple. You deposit your paycheck. The bank immediately turns around and lends most of that exact same money out to somebody else, someone getting a mortgage or a car loan or starting a business. Your life savings just became your neighbor's new pickup truck.
Wait, what? So you're telling me that if I have, say, $1,000 in my savings account, it's not actually in the bank? It's just out there somewhere? Not even close. See, your bank isn't a storage locker for your cash. It's a traffic director. Their entire business is built on keeping your money moving. They pay you what, a tiny fraction of a percent to keep your money with them? Then they loan it out to someone else for a much, much higher interest rate. The difference between those two numbers? That's their profit. It's just simple math, done on a massive scale.
And that word, interest, is where things get really, really interesting. Because interest is like a snowball. It can be a magical force building your wealth, or it can be a terrifying avalanche coming to crush you. It all depends on which way it's rolling.
Think of it like this. On one side, you've got debt. That's the snowball rolling downhill, picking up speed, getting bigger and scarier every second. On the other side, you've got investments. That's the exact same snowball, but it's working for you, quietly getting bigger and building your future. Same force, completely opposite outcomes.
And that is terrifying. It means that $20 pizza you put on a credit card doesn't stay $20. If you only make minimum payments with interest piling on interest, a year later you've actually paid $60 for it. The pizza wasn't expensive, the time was.
Okay, so let's say you're smart. You've avoided debt, you're saving cash, you think you're winning. But there's this other thing, an invisible thief that's always got a hand in your pocket. Its name is inflation.
Ugh, I hate that feeling. It's when you look at your grocery bill and realize it's way higher than last year, even though you're buying the same stuff. You're working just as hard, maybe even earning a little more, but you feel like you're falling behind. You're running, but you're not actually going anywhere.
And that's not just a feeling, it's a number. On average, any cash you're just holding on to loses about 3% of its actual buying power every single year. It's a slow leak in the boat. It's why stuffing cash under your mattress is a guaranteed way to lose. In this game, your money has to be growing. Otherwise, it's slowly dying. And if that wasn't enough, you've got the big, dramatic storms of the whole system. The economy goes through these wild mood swings. One minute, everything's booming. The next, the news is all doom and gloom about a crash and layoffs. It feels like total chaos. But here's the thing. It's not random. The economy has a rhythm. It grows, it gets a little too hot, it crashes to cool off, and then it recovers and starts the whole thing over again. Now, it's definitely painful when you're in the middle of a crash, but is it the end of the world? History says no.
every single crash has always been followed by a recovery. Knowing that is the key to not freaking out.
And all of this brings us to the most important part, the one idea that flips the entire game on its head. See, when you work for money, there's a limit. You only have so many hours in a day. But when you make your money work for you, well, there's no limit at all.
Look at it this way. Your salary is that flat, steady line. You trade your time for money. But your investments, that's the other line, the one that curves up and up. That's exponential growth. It's the difference between taking the stairs and launching a rocket.
But what does investing even mean? Is it just like gambling on the stock market? Not at all. Stripped down, all it really means is you're buying tiny pieces of real businesses. You're owning assets that are designed to grow. And the secret isn't being some kind of Wall Street genius. It's just patience and consistency. You start, you stick with it, and you let time do all the heavy lifting for you.
So let's put it all together. Every single one of these hidden rules has a countermove. You know taxes are going to take a slice, so you learn your numbers and plan for it. You know banks use your money, so you decide to make it work for you instead. You know interest is a snowball, so you fight like hell to be on the green side of that hill. You know inflation's a thief, so you invest to outrun it. And you know time is the ultimate cheat code, which means you have to start now.
Look, this system isn't nearly as scary once you understand how it actually works. It's not magic and it's not random. It's a game with a very clear set of rules. So the only question left is, now that you know the rules, how are you going to play?